I'm the RZA. Look where I'm at. What a place to be, y'all. So you're checking out this movie here, 36 Chambers. This movie has been so important in my artistic journey. In my music, you hear me inspired from it. We named our first album 36 Chambers because of this film, and because this film shows a man going through all these different steps to perfect himself, to become basically a master killer, which was the English USA name of the movie when it came out. It was called Master Killer. But also this director, Lockhart Long, he is one of my favorite directors of all time. The way he dances the cameras, the way that he's able to insert the action, we still don't really see his technique being mastered by today's filmmakers. There's still a level of what he did that has not yet been translated or duplicated yet. I'll try to do it one day. Convoy with Chris Christopherson. So in the 80s, when the Kung Fu movies started dying down and 42nd Street started showing like maybe an American-made movie or a black exploitation movie, I saw this in the theater. I really cheered on to see these truckers end up in that small town and go through the hell they had to go through and then try to rescue one of their fellow heroes or one of their fellow truckers out of prison. It just was a cool vibe for me. And then the song, of course, come on and get that convoy. So I have a new film that I'm working on now called One Spoon of Chocolate. And I honestly gotta say that there's a spoonful of convoy that probably found this way into the inspiration of my film. Walking Tall, real life story of legendary Tennessee lawman Buford Pusser. I mean, of course they did this movie over with The Rock, but this original film, I remember seeing it as a kid and seeing a man who was in a place that was overburdensome and they destroyed his family and he had to go find justice. And it's based on a true story. You see him carrying that stick. He's gonna carry that stick and whip ass. You know, my new film, One Spoon of Chocolate, I think it has a spoonful of this because our character also finds himself in a very corrupt place where he's gonna have to find a weapon to help kick ass. White Lightning, Burt Reynolds. How you gonna beat that, right? Ned Beatty, of course. It's such a cool film. You know, when Burt Reynolds was doing the Smokey and the Bandit series and just being such a big star in the late 70s, early 80s. White Lightning was one of those films where, once again, it's a man who is surrounded by corruption and has to fight his way to stand up for the community. So these films, the reason why I chose these films is that, first of all, I've seen White Lightning recently. I haven't watched these two in a long time, so I think it's time for me to rewatch them and make sure that my new film that has a spoonful of these in it has helped elevate the genre of a man fighting corruption and out for revenge. Peace.